Today's video is going to be a quick chatty get ready with me trying out a few new items. It's not a full face of new items, but it is some new items. There is a new palette, the Natasha Denona Mini Lila palette. Also the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. I try out the Revolution Concealer and Define. And Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Pencil. I love the Urban Decay pencils, but this is the first time that I try out the color Goddess. So if that sounds like something that you are interested in, then just keep watching. So I did prime my lids using the Benefit Lemonade. So I really hope that this Lila palette works out for me because I've heard mixed reviews, and I've really been wanting to try Natasha Denona eyeshadows, but the palettes are very expensive and out of the range that I would pay for them, even if I waited for like the Beauty Insider VIB Rogue sale. So let's see how it works out for me. And this is what it looks like when you open it up. I think the packaging is pretty, I don't know, cheesy. It's not like horrible. This is a pretty decent acrylic, but it is kind of, it could have been a little bit better because you still are spending $25 for just this little mini. I mean, it's not even the size of my full hand. I'm gonna take the color Flint on a fluffy blender brush, and there is a lot of kick up, but I think that, again, when there's a lot of kick up, like ABH, ColourPop has a lot of kick up, I really think that that's because the shadows blend out very, very well. And I can already tell you that this first color Flint is blending out really pretty. So I do want to try to use every shade in here, although I will say that Raisin and Poison Berry are very similar. But this is more of a purple and this is more of a mauvey, I don't know what's the right way to say it, color. So I am gonna go into Poison Berry and then maybe try out this one on my waterline or something. And I'm going to, ooh, that is it's a very pretty color. And this one doesn't have as much kick up, and it also is blending out nicely, but not as smooth as that Flint color, but still blending out pretty well. And I am just concentrating this in my inner crease. As usual, I will go back into that first light color and just marry them together. Sorry if you hear banging. My neighbors are doing something outside. I'm gonna bring that color into the corner, this Poison Berry, and it blends pretty nicely, but there is right here, like, it's not that it didn't blend, but it's almost like where my brush maybe pulled a little bit. And then with a flat shader brush, I am going to take that Blue Dahlia, because I mean, I don't know anyone who hasn't tried that color. And without wetting my brush, let me try it first. That's very pretty. Another thing that I am noticing, which is pretty insane to me, is that there is no fallout. So this is what it looks like without wetting the brush. And now I'm going to wet the brush. It is more intense, but it was already intense, but it deepened it more. Now, I will say there is no fallout with this palette so far, which is pretty damn amazing to me. And now I'm just going to deepen. I feel like that blue is so like vibrant. I'm gonna try this this raisin shade on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like there is a difference. I mean, I'm actually surprised. This is definitely more of a muted purple and this is brighter. So I think I would have liked the black. I always say that. Or like maybe like a deep, and I said that in the Nervina palette too, but it just seems like they like to do similar shades. And even though I can see the difference, it's not worth it to me to have something so similar in the palette. But I'm not having any problems blending this out. I mean, look, this was pretty quick, this look. I'm like pretty much done. And another reason why I picked this one up over the, I think Sunset palette, the other mini one they have, is because if I'm paying the price, I want a very unique color, and that blue is absolutely stunning. Like, I think that's a very pretty blue with lashes. I don't think I'm gonna do lashes today. Actually, you know what? I didn't get to test out this color in linen and just put that. Ooh, that is very pretty. I think like you could create a look for work just using these two shades or these three. This is more of your little neutral side of it. And then when you want something a little bit more like electric, a little bit more fun for going out, then you can kind of go on this side. I could see 3 different looks with this palette. This is probably the look that everyone's tried doing, just because, you know, when you want to test everything out, is there really any other way to lay it out unless you did a smoky eye where you did this on the lid, this on the corner. I could have done that, I guess. No one's really done that. So this I like. Another item that I am testing out, which has been out for a little bit, is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation Stick. This hasn't come to my drugstore yet. It might have, when I bought it like actually a couple months back. And this is in the color 130. So I picked this up on Amazon because I couldn't find it at any drugstore. I'm sure it's there now because I got it like maybe a couple months ago. But I haven't had the chance to film with it because I've gotten other things I wanted to try out first, like the Too Faced Born This Way. So I'm not crazy about this finish. I think I prefer the Super Stay liquid foundation. I guess let me set it. Before I do that, I did want to test out these Makeup Revolution concealers. Ooh, people say that it's the dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape. They do have the same doe foot applicator, and I got it in 2 different colors just because I wasn't sure. And they look almost the same, honestly. So this is C4 and C6. So C4 looks a little bit more pink, but they're probably the same lightness. They blend it out pretty nicely. I'm just not liking the foundation. And it's just like the foundation is sitting on my skin in a way that's, I don't know. So I am going to finish my face and I will be right back. I went ahead and used Natasha Denona Blush and Glow. And you know, you see how it's very light. And I don't know if that's the whole point of it. It's supposed to look light. I don't know. It's very pretty. It's a very pretty wash of color. Can't really mess up with this blush. Like sometimes when you put on blush and it's very pigmented, this is a very smooth and creamy blush. I just don't feel like anything's there. The highlight is definitely not anything to write home about. So And then I just popped on some mascara. I just used a Better Than Sex because it was the closest to me, and then the Wander Beauty just because I like to use 2 different mascaras. You can't really see them anyways. I don't have thick eyelashes, but this color is, this eye look is so intense that honestly I'd go out like this. Lashes would make it even more dramatic, but I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to play with makeup. So, and I wanted to test this out. I do like this. I also, it's small. It's a great way to try the brand. There's mixed reviews. People say that it's not the same formula. So I can't imagine her larger palettes, because this worked very well for me. Everything blended out pretty good. This color didn't blend out nearly as smooth as Flint, so Poisonberry, but for it being a purple, it blended out really well. Purples and blues and dark greens, like those dark colors are a little bit harder to formulate, and you can see that across the board with different palettes. Purples and blues and dark deep forest greens tend to give off that patchiness, but I didn't get that with this. I like this little mini palette. I don't know that it's something I'll keep in the long term, just because I don't know how often I would do this eye look. I just really wanted to try Natasha Denona, and I am impressed with this, so I am happy with that. This paired really nicely. This is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Goddess. They have holiday items coming out already, and Ulta I love the Urban Decay eyeliners. They're one of my favorites, and they had like minis, 5 that came in a set, and I will try to have it pictured here if I find it. But it came with a set of 5, and it's a great way to try it, and it's $29.99 I think at Ulta, and I do believe it's still available. And this color is actually very close to this Blue Dahlia, so this worked out really nice. I haven't put on lipstick. This is the Milani Matte Naked, so I wanted to do a nude. Yeah, this is really matte. So this is really pretty. It took down my lip color to like a cool matte color. So I'd probably put a gloss if I was going out, but it looks very matte, but it feels very, very creamy. I don't know how it will feel after a while, but it feels really nice on my lips right now. Just add some setting spray. It was really quick, a very easy look. Again, I really enjoyed this palette. I know that this was a hit or miss for a lot of people, but I didn't have any issues with it. The look came out effortless. The look was effortless. Look came out easily. That word does not come out effortlessly to me. I'm just not crazy about this. This, for the price, I mean, again, it's just so sheer. It's not very deep. This was okay once I set my foundation with powder, and then at the end set it with spray. Setting spray kind of does that. It kind of meshes everything together. So I don't know how this will last. I do plan on keeping this makeup on just for a little bit. It's already pretty late in the day. It's already 6, but I do plan on keeping it in to the night. So I think that's it, and that will do it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like me and you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell so you know when I upload. Until next time, guys, bye.